Hold on.
Yeah,
So we on. We on. Hey, yo. Before we start, well, we started. So, welcome to Grown Pains,
90th.
episode 90. Before we get this thing started, I just wanted to say. Did that come through?
No.
Did that come through at all?
Not at all.
That didn't come through at all? Hold on, let me try it again.
Can't make out what that is.
Fireworks.
Not like one of the wild sex.
Fireworks?
That's fireworks.
Oh,
I couldn't hear what the hell that was.
Yeah, fireworks.
Fireworks, let's go.
Noventa. Am I saying it right? Noventa?
Oh, okay.
Noventa.
Episode 90. What up, fellas? What's going on, man?
90th.
Good.
What's up, team?
Damn.
Sure.
90.
Tiff turned 40 on the 90th.
That's right. You do turn 40 soon, huh?
No, Tiff turned 40 on the 90th. She's 40.
Oh, shit.
Happy birthday, Tiff.
Happy birthday, Tiff. Yep, little lemonade to you.
Yeah. I said I'm doing a podcast. I don't give a fuck what she said.
Well, I mean, you got big birthday plans? I mean, what restaurant y'all going to? Club y'all going to?
We gotta get
what's the name? You ain't dressed up the
mic, man, for next one.
Say what?
What happened?
I said we gotta get some mics for the next one. It'll sound better.
Mics.
I'm gonna leave them outside. Let me know when y'all show up. DoorDash, bro.
Reem's like this. Catch.
Out of here. Yo, Al, why you don't have your hair wrapped like me, man? Stop fronting.
Word. Stop
What's
capping.
going on over there?
Stop capping.
Now I'm doing this in protest.
Today's podcast is named Stop Capping.
What are you protesting?
I'm protesting all of these pictures I keep seeing on my scroll. People got on outfits and shit, haircuts, fucking. I don't know if they throw back Thursdays without the post or the hashtags, but this is what fucking quarantine looks like. This is what it looked like, bro. I put the hair wrap on just to let the girls know I know what y'all look like too. Man, yo, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Well, y'all and everybody else watch or listen to the podcast. Yesterday, I had a whole conversation with myself at almost 6 o'clock. Like, did you brush your teeth today? and I rationalized the whole thing. I'm like, I got up 7. Megatron brushed your teeth. He brushed his teeth definitely. Answering emails. Okay, virtual school, homework, class, meet. If you don't get your yuck mouth ass up and brush your fucking teeth, that's where I'm at right now. I'm fucking losing it in here.
So that was me today. I was like, gritty.
I mean, at this point, it's instinctual, right? You just wake up, brush your teeth, right? This is what you do.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck today is no more, man. Look, man, we on virtual conversation, but this reality ring.
Reality ring.
Man, happy 90th, guys.
Happy 90th, team.
Happy
90th,
man.
This is how we have to celebrate our 90th.
Yo,
I'm afraid for 100th.
We are 10 episodes away from 100.
Where we gonna
I'm
be
afraid.
for 100?
I don't know where we're gonna be. I don't know what it's gonna look like.
Well, let's start with a live. That'd be a good start.
Live would be good.
Live is good. I mean, I don't
Now,
know.
let me ask you a question. Y'all still scared?
Nah.
We're not scared.
Oh, I'm not scared.
Can't get you, right?
But I'm talking about like live in person live or like live stream. We don't know what
Reem means alive.
No, I meant alive for sure. But I'm saying like,
online.
are we gonna do it?
online.
I feel like 10 weeks from now we'll know whether or not we can sit in the same room together.
Well, isn't the goal May 8th right now? Isn't that what we're trying to? Isn't that what Gina said?
We're
That's
2
what we
weeks
talk
away.
about.
She hasn't changed it.
It's 2 weeks away.
I still don't know what that means. What's open? You go to the barbershop?
I think you keep the social distance guidelines. So remain 6 feet away from people, or at least try to maintain gloves and some sort of approved mask, and try to go out when essential. So I think that's what but we're no longer quarantined to stay home type of thing.
The minute she says we're good to go, I'm hopping into some vagina. That's the first thing I'm getting into. That's the first
I feel like you still got to have a conversation. it may be legal to go, but I don't think you can just jump right in, dog. You gotta check the temperature on that.
Or you might have the conversation during, right? Like, where the fuck you been at?
Yo, this is 11:59 on May 7th. Beat her, boy. Beat her. Yo, but that's the mentality right now, right? People fighting for this shit. Like, yo, we want to go back outside. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. If it wasn't if there was no history behind it already, like with the, H1N1 pandemic, where they threw a parade after they let everybody out, then like 4,500 people died in that parade. I'm not going outside, bro. Y'all tell me about it.
Just staying indoors for a little while, which is smart. That's a smart thing to do.
Like a month after they let y'all out.
Oh, I'm not going out.
Should we? Is it wrong if those people catch the virus?
It's sad. I'll go with sad, but
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Did China's cases go back up?
Not yet.
Somebody said something to me. I didn't fact check it, but somebody said something to me that China's cases went back up.
Then again, you never know, right? Because China's not reporting shit.
It's
You
China.
never know if China's reporting shit correctly or not. You're like, They fabricate everything, dog. Like, everything's fabricated.
I was talking to my man Chuck, who has an African family member out there who lives in China, which I didn't even know Africans lived in China. I was like, what the fuck they doing out there? It's money, I guess. But she said that it's getting back to, like, again, that outside and normalcy, but they have changed structurally everything. Like, you have to get your temperature taken every time you walk into a room. You know what I mean? Like, not a room, but into an establishment. There are no plastic menus. You know what I mean? And there's no, table on top of table or anything like that. Sitting at the bar that close. So, are we really in a position to institute that, deploy that in 2 weeks? Really? I don't think so. That's why I ain't going back out there, though. I walk around people.
And the uncertainty with not knowing how other people are living.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's oof.
Like, you go back, say they say, Reem, you got to go back to work, or Kaba, you got to go back to work. Alex is already in a fucked up situation because you don't know who the fuck's getting on that bus.
I know. Tell me about
it. You guys, like me, know who we're working with and know our coworkers, but we don't know what they've been doing this whole time.
I don't know these niggas. Everybody got that work personality. They call me Bayon at work. I ain't even fucking Kareem at work.
No, I'm not saying you know them personally, but you don't know what they've been doing outside of.
Right.
Yeah, some people don't even believe in this shit. Some people are like, yo, I want to. There's strikes with people want to get back to work. Like, they want to go to, like, yo, I want to go to work. Take me back to the office. That's crazy.
I get the money need. I get the money play. I even get the productivity because, like I said, look at me, my nigga. Like, I'm losing it here. I need socialization, but it's not fake. Fucking. I thought I was close to, like, a little more relaxed, but every time I just feel like I'm gonna just drop it down a little bit more. Then I see Westside Gunna interview with Rosenberg, and he's like talking about how he got diagnosed with corona, almost died on his way to the hospital. I was like, God damn, Griselda.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Fucking corona almost got Griselda?
I had a coworker lose two of his friends in 2 weeks to coronavirus.
Right. And we're not talking about 100-year-old people.
Nah, these are guys that one was like early 40s, other one, yeah, both of them early 40s or 40.
That's crazy.
I'm waiting for them to institute those policies, bro. When they deploy that shit, and it's really like you go to a restaurant and there's 10 to 12 people, everybody else is takeout. Okay, you know, I see the world walking around in masks and gloves. All right, maybe. But before then, if it's just like a little boosty pool party, I'm not fucking going, bro.
But even with the gloves, like people, like I'm watching people go, like in the market, got the gloves on, touched everything in the market, but go to their car.
With the same fucking gloves on.
No, you take the gloves off. Go, get in the car, drive away with the same gloves. Like, no, you were supposed to take those gloves off as soon as you
left the market.
Right.
No, it's going to be like a 40-minute. Yeah.
That's it.
40 minutes, boy.
40 minutes.
How we celebrating?
Really
how we celebrating 90 episodes in 40 minutes?
I don't know.
We're talking about Corona. Can we talk about something else? Can we talk about Baby and Teddy Riley?
Yo, can we talk about Cobb's Teddy Riley clean ass ball head right now, though? That's why I was trying to get together, my nigga. I was trying to get
I
thought he was about to play the show.
I'm not.
90th episode. Thank you. Blessings.
You guys are a gift. You guys are a gift.
Gift. Yo, did y'all watch it?
No.
His energy from the first time to the second time was totally different.
So what was the first time I watched the one with Babyface? Babyface had like a red.
That was the first one.
That was the first one?
No, that was the second one.
Was
the
it?
first one was when Teddy Riley was in the red and he had the whole Gap band behind him.
I didn't watch that one. That was the first one?
That was the first one.
I watched the second one. I watched the second one last night.
I am Babyface.
You know what it is? You know what I think? You know what I was thinking, which I think kind of made me laugh. Like, in real life, I'm Teddy Riley. Like when Teddy Riley's playing his songs, like you're wilding, right?
Yeah.
But I aspire to be Babyface. You know?
I am Babyface.
I think that's fair.
Babyface.
You know what I'm saying?
Babyface is an asshole. He low key was like hitting Teddy Riley with jabs. Like, I didn't even know you made that.
I didn't even think it was low key. I thought it was very blatant. It was very disrespectful. The whole time.
So much collar. There was so much collar in the view. Like, so much fucking, it was out of control. Babyface didn't have a hair on his face.
No.
Babyface did not have a hair, fam.
I mean, I think him and Pharrell made from the same laboratory. Like, Babyface looked the same in the last 30 years. Last 30 years age. But I went home. I accidentally cleaned my whole fucking house watching that shit. Like, it just reminded me of Saturday morning. Mom's waking 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. Get y'all ass up, get that bathroom clean, get that kitchen
What's
clean.
Teddy Riley? Teddy Riley's what, 50-something?
Gotta be.
Because Babyface got to be like 65.
I don't think he's 65 yet, dog.
I think he is.
Oh, Babyface.
Nah, Babyface is like my mother's age. My mother's 60.
Babyface looked exactly like that during the Mariah Carey videos.
Yeah. He don't age.
It's called Babyface.
Teddy Riley's 52.
Bob Al?
I said Teddy Riley's 52.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say it can't be that old. Yo, there was this one time. Did you watch the comments when he played that Superwoman song? I'm not your superwoman.
Babyface is 62 years old.
62. Yo, when he played that song, it made me think back. I heard that song probably every day for like 2-3 years. And I realized my mother and father's marriage was in jeopardy. They didn't say nothing. They kept it together for the kids. But I'm like, damn, I'm tired of this fucking song. Not your Superwoman. I'm not the kind of girl that you can lay down and think that every day. It's like, she's just screaming at dad every day.
Oh, man.
No, it was historic for me. It was on the R&B. That was fire. Oof.
That's hilarious, man. I thought it was crazy. I didn't know Babyface had done Rock Steady.
And we begin to rock.
I didn't know he did that. So when that came out,
I wanted to give the edge to Teddy Riley just because the vibe. Like, I don't know if I want to listen to Baby. If I'm in a club, so I'll put myself in a club. I can listen to certain Babyface songs, but I don't know if I can listen to Babyface all night. I can listen to Teddy Riley all night if you gave me a choice because he has a different variety.
I mean, I feel it.
It was like New Jack Swing.
Battle, though.
Yeah. It was like New Jack Swing meets Baby making music.
You said he got smoked?
Smoked.
Nah.
Bruh, the nigga made My.
I get it. You're talking about hits and Grammys and stuff like that.
No, I'm talking about the greatest love songs in the history of love songs. I ain't talking about no little bop in the club.
But you're not gonna listen to that.
We were made to these songs.
I know. I wasn't listening to My. I wasn't made to My. Definitely wasn't. I was singing that.
I was trying to make something. Tevin Campbell? Oh.
No, so Tevin Campbell said, "Can we talk?" Right? He actually tweeted and said, "Can we talk?" was a stalker song.
Hey. Come on now, talk to me, baby.
Listen to it. Yeah, he tweeted. He said, "Can we talk?" was a stalker song. I was like, oh.
If you hear it again, it sounds like it, man. He's doing a lot of screaming.
100. I want to know your name.
Like, "Can we talk?" is begging, right?
Bass.
Can we talk?
If you said it in any other tone other than Tevin Campbell, is immediate Me Too lockup. Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
Hey, can we talk? Just for a minute. Look, I want to know your name. I want to know your name.
Yeah.
Hey, come on now, talk to me, baby.
Now, talk to me now.
Shit ain't flying now.
So, Alex, can I ask you a question?
Man.
Do you know any of these songs?
I didn't even bother to listen to it.
But do you know these songs? We just mentioned the song.
I'm sure if I heard him, I would know him.
I'm gonna tell you.
Reem, can we
Look, on May 7th at 11:59, just replay the battle. Just replay the battle. You got that fry ass had you rocking. Replay the battle, dog.
Replay it. Alex, I'll give you my title login. You go log in, play the playlist. You're done. Bang.
That's it.
What was I, like 10 when they were popping? I wasn't listening to R&B like that. I didn't care about R&B. I didn't care about R&B. I didn't care about R&B till recently. So that and when Teddy Riley was going off and trying to get paid.
So you made Aiden to Lupe?
I may have.
Worked out.
Superstar, dog.
Big push.
You know what I'm saying?
What you say you are. Have no fear.
I can see Kick Push in the delivery room.
I'm just
Yeah, they
saying.
say, Al, I'm nervous for you, boy. You about to have February, baby.
Yeah. Nah.
Get your February baby on.
No, but the other thing that turned me off about that was how Teddy Riley was acting about how he was trying. I guess he was trying to charge. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard. He wanted to get paid for it. And when I heard that, I was immediately like, nah, that's not what
he talked because he talked to Reem. Reem was like, yo, bro.
Capitalist. Yeah.
No. Look, they did have up to 511,000 people.
That's not what this is for.
In total, 4 million viewers in total.
That's not what this is for.
That's the Super Bowl.
They shut down Instagram. Instagram said it. We couldn't do it.
That's the Super Bowl. Everybody's getting paid for the Super Bowl.
Not everybody.
But you know what? You know why you're not getting paid? Because it ain't no sponsorship yet. You know what I'm saying? If there were advertisements that were happening in between, you know, and they were charging the advertisers to do that, then I'd be like, yeah, pay the people that are performing. But you're not charging me. Nigga, I will hit unlive and no beat. Out of here, boy. What are you talking about?
Saying.
Where's that DJ Duffy at?
You think Taylor Swift would do this for free?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, until they get the Versus channel up, then they can charge.
What'd you say, Reem?
Until they get the Versus channel up, and they can charge the advertisers. I really think they're gonna go into a TV station of some sort, like a Revolt type thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a show on Revolt, something like that, where that's what they do. They just do these sound classes. I think
live or like Would they do it live, you think?
I would do it live because I could charge more at the door.
Don't you think the aspect changes once we're not quarantined anymore? I feel like this is only working because people are quarantined. So once we're out, who watches TV anymore?
You wouldn't. Well, so I am not gonna ask you because you wouldn't go to Teddy Riley and Babyface, but you wouldn't go to a RZA and.
I did. I enjoyed that one.
Would you go? Would you go live? Would you go watch it live?
Maybe.
We watched the we all watched the it wasn't as big of a platform at the time, but we all watched Swiss Beats and what's his name go at it on the internet. That was pretty big.
Look, man, you know how many niggas is watching Wild 'N Out? Like it's you know what I mean? To me, if a show like Wild 'N Out can happen, and it's meant to be a commercial, you know, scripted, you know, ad-lib scripted type thing, there's room on TV for this if they can keep this kind of magnitude. Like that's the thing is if we get to that TV area and it's now like, you know, Pawtucket's finest producer versus New Bedford's finest producer, then no, I'm not watching that. But if you tell me you're gonna get Pharrell and Kanye on TV, I don't give a fuck about outside. I don't give a fuck about outside of the house. And what about that aspect though, Al? Now that we have experienced it and knowing that we could go outside, maybe it's not on a Friday or a Saturday night, but you don't think there's like a Tuesday night or Wednesday night 9 o'clock slot where, yeah, I'll cut this shit on if it's somebody I want to hear.
Yeah, no, I can see that, but I'm not gonna click. I'm not gonna watch every. Look, I just 4 million. What do you say? 4 million watched.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of them.
Yeah, I
didn't even care.
I watch this over another Love and Hip Hop or another.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I hate Love and Hip Hop.
So what they did was, I forgot. I can't remember who put it. They put it on their actual YouTube channel. So it was on YouTube as well as IG, which I think if that starts to happen, right, it goes to YouTube. But I think it's only certain people that could do a live show and turn it almost into a club venue, right? I think Teddy Riley and Babyface could do that, right? It's almost like a concert, right? I don't think there'll be a lot of young people. I think people that would go see it live would be more of our age and up.
I think you're right. I guess I'm looking at the size of the venue. You talking about filling a stadium? No, that shit ain't gonna happen. But you talking about like a BB Kings?
Lupos.
Like a Lupos?
Yeah.
Oh, you could fill that up with fucking Havoc and Alchemist.
You'll fill that up with RZA and Premier.
Oh, 100%. You have a lot outside. Yeah, if they do the smaller venues, travel around the country, take the shit live, sell the tickets for the live, and then post it on the YouTube and get the YouTube views, why not?
No, but my question would be that they were already, like I said, I think I said this last week, they've done this before. The Red Bull, I forget what the fuck it's called, but Red Bull was sponsoring the beat battles before. So like they were already doing this. And I don't think that it grew the way that it's doing now because of quarantine.
Quarantine's the catalyst. I agree with that.
Absolutely. So that was my only thing. It's like and that was my beef with the whole Teddy Riley thing. It's like, yo, how are you trying to charge for? Are you trying to get paid off of something that's grown organically? Well, that's a bad way of saying it because I can see how people. But like nobody else is asking to get paid, but you want.
I get what you're saying.
But somebody will eventually see. This is the thing though, because we're all human. We're all out to get certain advantages, right? So somebody at some point in time is going to want to get paid. So Teddy Riley's probably like, even though this is not what it's about and I may not want to do this, somebody at some point in time is going to want to get paid. Fucker, where the bread at?
Yo, you know, if I'm Swiss and Timberland, I'm like, motherfucker, you did get paid.
Who got that?
All of y'all got paid because I just introduced you to a whole new generation of people. Right, up to 4 million people. Your songs that were not getting downloaded 10 days ago are getting downloaded now just off the nostalgia of remembering that, oh shit, yeah, I'm supposed to have this in my playlist. So your pay is the reintroduction and then now the downloads or whatever streams you can sell based on the fact that 4 million people are fighting to hear you just now.
And whatever comes out of this, whatever comes out of this.
Yeah. Somebody may be like, damn, I need that Teddy Riley sound back in my life. Niggas forgot he did that Jay-Z song.
Zoom must have just sold our data because we got unlimited minutes. Anybody get that message?
Yeah, I got the same message.
Oh, you got a message?
Yeah. They must have just sold our data.
Oh, there you go.
Somebody got to get paid, right?
Somebody got to get paid. Somebody getting paid.
No, but I hear.
And I didn't get no message.
Abba, did you do that? You not telling us?
Nah, I didn't get. I haven't gotten it yet. And I'm the one with the video, so I hope
COVID is hitting you, huh? COVID is hitting you hard, huh?
Oh yeah, it's hitting hard over
Yeah,
there.
you're just gonna make money off us, huh? Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I thought it'd be Reem that would be doing that, but
I thought it was you first.
Oh no, I don't want my shit out here.
You had the t-shirts and all that, you know.
Chill. That wasn't me. That was Jessica. Blame her.
What's next though? What's next for us? We gotta turn it. We keep finding ways to keep up with the times, right? I wonder what's gonna be next. I wonder what's next once once they start opening things up and giving us these guidelines.
How to get ahead of it?
Yeah.
Keep your black ass home.
Or ride it. I mean, at the same, ride it.
As far as the podcast or as individuals?
Individuals. What do you think is next?
Good question. I don't know. What's next?
I see a house in my future.
What about this changes you? Like, what about this changes the way that you proceed? Or if it does at all?
That's a great question.
I mean, I could see people moving more cautiously. Some people.
I think I'm in that place where it's like probably not move as much at all. I've never been one to ever think like I could do time and get a weekend in jail. I was like, give us free. But in this last quarantine started for me in the beginning of March. It's the school shit. I was like, kids in school got it. My kid's coming home. So that's shit. I'm about to hit, by May 8th will be 2 months of pretty much in the house or the grocery store. Now I'm kind of realizing that maybe I don't have to do as much. I'm enjoying the increase in my savings account, even though I don't got no money. Let that be on the record. I ain't got no money. But the slowdown has been, I guess, surprisingly rewarding. Like I just don't feel like I need to do too much.
See, this has been me my whole life. I'm used to this being home. I'm just glad that now you guys are stuck with me in the house. That's what makes it
virtually.
I'm used to, being able to bounce around to work. Like I spend majority of my days in Providence, and I don't, my nights are out here, obviously, to come home after work. But I was talking to a lot of my coworkers, a lot of the people on my team, unfortunately, were or have been incarcerated. And they're like, listen, I was talking to one coworker today. He was like, yo, I did 90 days in SEG. He's like, this is nothing. Like people lose their mind in SEG. Like they lose their mind. You don't know what time it is. You don't know what day it is. Like you don't see light.
Is that like the equivalence of the whole?
That's what it is. Segregation. So you get put in a cell by yourself. No windows, no nothing. And so,
well, you got to give us the technical word. All right, seg. I was like,
I was about to ask questions too.
Seg means segregation, like isolation. But he did 90 days.
90 days in a cell by
90
himself.
days. 90
no
days.
Netflix.
90 days.
A book, a pen, a pad.
Nothing.
Nope. Nothing. And so he got offended. Like he's offended by people saying, "Oh, they're like I'm in prison." They're like, no. Like you can get dressed when you want to. You can shower when you want to. You can eat when you want to. You can go outside actually if you wanted to. You just don't want to.
I feel him. But for those that have never been to prison, This shit feels like
This shit feel like prison, my nigga. Like,
Nah,
I'm
it
like,
don't-
I don't really know what. That's why I said feel. I ain't say this is like prison.
Right,
It feels like what I
Right.
imagine
it can't
prison
feel like
would
prison.
feel like.
It can't feel like prison if it ain't prison, right? But I've been in a cell before, so it
Wait, what you do?
what you mean with that, Alex? You always information. Like,
I
you
know.
always, you always
Yo, on the
correct,
Zoom,
not
too.
violence. I just
on the
fucked up.
Zoom.
yeah, like,
Let me buckle up for this one. Hell, bro.
Al, I am a public figure now.
I forget. My bad. I'm sorry. I
That's too many
apologize.
questions.
I apologize.
Is-
Go ahead.
That couple hours was like unbearable. It was like no, not going back.
I did a weekend in SAG. Now that I think about it, I did. So, but again, I did it because I was bitching. I didn't want to go in the gym pop. Yo, look, I got these pre-existing injuries, and like, you know, I can't be on no top bunk. And they were like, fine, we're just gonna put you in the infirmary. And I was the only person in the infirmary, but there ain't no clocks. You just know what time it is based on the food that they dish in and dish out. It's lonely. I got a lot of sleep. And I was like, I'm getting the fuck out. I'm never coming back in here. You know, did my time, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Got that expired license handled, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, drive straight, nigga.
Change your life. Change your life.
Niggas, yo, they sent me to the ACI over expired license, bro, for a weekend. Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. But no, I'm sorry, but we can all say that this feels like, can we say it feels like incarceration? Like, I'm trapped, bro. Fucking, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm losing it, bro. I'm fucking losing it.
I'm with Alex. I've always been homebody, so this is like I'm getting shit done. Got my stairs painted last weekend. I'm
Yo,
looking
shout out.
things around the house. Like, yo, I got some more shit to do, man. I got a lot of shit to do. Work has been crazy though, so I got to try to slow down with work and focus a little bit more on the house. But I'm loving it, but at the same time, I miss being like, yo, let's go meet up.
Yeah.
I miss family. I'll say
miss
that's 100% it.
And I definitely miss family, man. Like going to see my brothers and sisters is like there's strength in that. And not having them is like a kryptonite, you know what I'm saying? Like not having them around is like, yo, where the hell is my family at? So yeah, I miss family.
You can't even do the occasional like random, like, yo, I'm chilling tonight, got some drinks, come through.
Man.
Well, lucky for y'all, the Ku Klux Klan
The
is down
Flu-
there fighting for your right
They are.
to hang on out again, to meet up
What is that?
The Ku Klux Klan.
instead of the Ku Klux Klan.
Who are they?
They're the conservative white people that's down there in the South, in the Minnesota.
I literally thought that was a typo.
No, just fucking
That shit was hilarious. The Ku Klux Klan. I was like, yo, that's clever. I like it.
Yo, so they're run by these billionaire conservative people that are tied to the White House.
Tied to the White House. Think about that shit.
That shit is hilarious.
Yo, you hear the shit they fighting for? Nail salons,
Get that.
fucking hair done.
Get their hair done.
If it was one of those things where they were like, yo, can you open up the factory again? You know what I'm saying? Without this factory, we're not able to, you know, provide the food that we need, things of that nature. The 1,200 wasn't enough. I could see that fight, bro. But when you sitting there saying like, no, I know the corona is a real thing. However, if you take my right to go outside away, then this isn't America anymore. I have the right to get sick if I want to. Bitch, you ain't got the right to infect me.
For real.
Like,
Real talk.
what you talking about?
Okay.
So it's, but they carry assault rifles.
You have freedom of speech, but you don't have the right to incite a riot.
Oh,
Like,
Did that not look like the scene from which Batman movie was it when Bane was in it?
I forgot which one it is. The last one.
It's not Return Batman Forever.
Dark
No.
Knight. Is it Dark Knight Rises?
Yes.
Dark Knight
Yep,
Rises.
yep, yep.
That's it.
yes.
That looked like a scene from Dark Knight
That's
Rises.
what it looked like. Fucking Purge Anarchy.
How
What we
crazy
doing?
is that? How crazy is that if they were out there marching, guns out, like, but yeah, the Black Lives Matter protest can't protest without being arrested, and it's crazy. It's crazy how that happens, how that works.
Yo, because cops like, I ain't getting sick. No way y'all fucking. Yo, honestly, you seen anybody other than Bubs a couple weeks ago? You seen anybody get pulled over or a cop in sight?
I ain't seen a
I
Barrington.
mean, I ain't been outside, so I guess I wouldn't see.
I ain't seen a Barrington police officer since forever.
Right.
Since we did this.
Only because I'm driving. That's the only reason why I see him. But I haven't seen a Providence cop in forever.
I went to Providence and Pawtucket. I ain't seen no cop over there either.
Al, you right to touch on that, man. You right. These motherfuckers had on masks, look like Dark Knight Rises, assault rifles, disrespecting the ordinance of social distancing.
Yep.
At City Hall.
Wait, is that Fiji water? Are you drinking Fiji?
I am. Why?
Nobody got arrested.
Oh, you got your stimulus check, huh? Just drinking Fiji, huh?
Well, that's bougie?
Huh?
That's bougie?
What?
How much you pay for that? Like $9?
Yeah.
Nah, like $3.
Did we have somebody on our podcast that said,
yeah, shouts to her.
Actually, your guest. You invited.
Shouts to her.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't have no water. I had to get some.
She's gonna be upset when I wish you could show her the video. I still got my reusable.
Fiji's trash now, ain't it?
Is it?
The new wave is the Alkaline 9000 or whatever the fuck. The shit that turns you into Wolverine.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, shit.
Alkaline thing.
We need that for the corona.
Right? Just, they got different levels of alcohol. Alkaline, pH 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's got the black and red. Those are the ones that are supposed to be the new waves. Fiji's like Grey Poop home. You might drink that shit no more. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting on my filters for my refrigerator to come in here. I'm drinking sewer water.
Nah, man.
Amazon is bullshitting.
Oh, you ain't getting that shit for a long time.
Like when they reopen, it said sometime between May 8th and May 24th.
Listen, I done seen so many FedEx, UPS, Amazon trucks come through my neighborhood more than ever.
Yeah.
Yo, that's another what's the name byproduct of this that we didn't. Boy, sitting in this house will have you online shopping like a motherfucker. Stimulus check or no stimulus check, like I swear to God, bro. 2 nights ago, I'm laying in bed. It's 1:15 in the morning. I am Googling 3.1 millimeter, 24-inch gold Cuban link chain.
Damn.
The fuck
Where you going?
I doing, bro? You know what, Reem? You gotta get out of here, bro. You gotta get out of here, bro.
Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be in here styled out, boy. Just sitting here in the roll begging glass tables.
You gonna be like, I don't know if he's watched the show. I don't know if it's somebody's honorable mention, but Black AF, Black as Fuck, the show on Netflix.
It's a great fucking show. Exactly like him. Exactly like him.
I call it the Black equivalent of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what I don't think they do the improv as much, but that's exactly what I put. Larry David show, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. That's exactly what I thought. And that's exactly the look, Bub. You're right. I was looking at the Kids See Ghost hoodies. I looked at the Yeezy 700s. I was like, nah, Reem, just relax. This shit's gonna end.
It's gonna be over.
Shit's gonna end. So I didn't buy nothing. I was like, this is gonna end, and you're gonna have to buy a house. So don't spend it on the chain. It takes a lot of restraint, though. Like you said, Bob, them delivery trucks, them shits is in full rotation right now. Yeah. They like the buses of the city.
Them shits really are all over the place, man.
They really are.
I was mad happy Nene and Nikki and them put me on a Drizzly. Ooh. The alcohol delivery app.
What?
We can get alcohol delivered in Rhode Island?
Shit is Grubhub for the liquor store.
Let me see.
You may want to edit what I just said. I may be snitching.
Yeah. And I thought it was going to be something ridiculous. I just, out of pure curiosity, they said it because I guess one of them was a nurse. She's like, I don't go outside. I'm not fucking with none of that. I'm just I go to Drizzly and I get it delivered. I'm like, delivered? That's nah. I thought you was talking about the bootleggers. I'm like, nah, I ain't paying $40 for a 12-pack. She's like, no, that's it. It's what it costs. I go online. That shit is exactly what it costs in a liquor store with $4.99 delivery fee, and then if you want to tip.
And we know you don't tip.
Yo, honestly, I've been tipping the people out here that deliver anything to me. I'm not gonna front. I seen one woman pulled up like a week and a half ago, DoorDash, with 2 kids in the car. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. You DoorDashing with babies in the car.
What you got? What you got?
With what? DoorDash? Oh, sushi. It was trash.
I thought you meant with the
Wasn't that
delivery.
Wasn't that
no, Grizzly, that was just a regular dude. He dropped off the bourbon and I got the bullet.
Didn't you have sushi last week when we bought it? Was that last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. That was shorty. She dropped them for kids. I was like, all right, let me get a tip. But yeah, the Drizzly came through, man. So like I said, I probably ain't going back outside now that I got that.
I just downloaded it. Yeah.
I'm really watching y'all. Is that a fucked up thing to say to my brothers? But it's kind of true. Like Al in particular, I'm watching you the most. Mom, I'm checking your health and your temperature all the time, bro.
Why? I'm good.
You're my gauge for how society is acting. If you come back sick, I'm like, gee, this is why they should never let my nigga on the bus.
Yeah, it's bullshit. But I guess we're essential, so you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Are there that many people riding the bus right now?
No, it's ridership has been down a lot.
Why are you essential if nobody's allowed outside?
Right.
I don't know. I don't make the rules. I try to break them, but nobody wants to listen to me, so we continue.
That makes no sense. If you're not supposed, you're supposed to, like, I would expect like ripped as certain seats on the bus like taped off where you can't sit, right, to keep that distance.
Which they are.
Oh, they are? Oh, okay.
The first 3 seats, the ones that fold in, the first row, you can't sit there because that's the space between the driver and the next passenger. They allow 15 passengers.
Hey, can you only allow them in through the back and out through the back?
No, they come into the front.
No pause.
No pause.
They come into the front diseased. How bad can we grow the sentence?
I don't get it.
Don't we need to develop some sort of immunity to this though? So isn't there a part of us that needs to be outside, but we just don't want to lose too many people? Like, isn't there a weird exchange with this? Or am I just bugging?
Well, no. I mean, I was listening to a podcast, the New York Times, and they had an investigator his specialty is pandemics, and he was talking about an article that he read. It was called "The Hammer and the Dance," meaning the hammer is the lockdown, like everybody self-isolate, quarantine, and then the dance is how do we figure out to bring everybody out, right? Because we can't let everybody out, because if everybody goes out, we're going to be fined for about 2-3 weeks, and then the rates are going to go back up again. So the dance is figuring out how we're going to start letting people back out into the world. So the first example that they were using was school. How do we get the children back? Now, we know that from just looking at research, children don't get sick from the coronavirus. However, if we let all the kids out, we know that they're also fucking
asymptomatic, fucking host.
Yes. So they can spread it to the teachers, the principals, their parents. So how do we do it? So do we let the kids in like half the school one week and then the other half the next week? So it's going to be tough to try to work everything in. And then he started getting into how we're going to function with work. And then he said, and then he got into something interesting, and which I take notes because I found it to be very interesting. Hang on a second. Let's see. And like how David was talking about immunity. We know that some people are immune to it. And so he started talking about how this may create two different societies where we have people who are immune to it, who are now going to have access to be able to do exactly do more.
Just sick ass out of here.
Some people who can't be, who are not immune to it. And then that leads into other issues. Is how are you gonna, because China and Germany, China, to show that you're immune, you have to have on your phone a QR code, and they scan it to see if you're immune to it. In Germany, I think they're about to do the same thing. So it was just an interesting podcast.
Oh, I'm good. I don't know about y'all. I'm back out here. I'm just praying I'm immune.
That's the new race war.
That's the new wealth. Health as well.
Health as well.
Health as well. Come here, coughing.
You don't even know if you're immune.
Back of the bus, sicko.
Yeah. That's the thing about it, is that you don't know if you're immune to it.
Right.
So it's like, it's gonna be interesting. And then at that, he was talking about this is gonna last for at least 4 years. Because in order for us to get over it, we're gonna need vaccination. And then he was talking about the quickest turnaround in vaccination was what did he say? MERS? And that took 4 years. And I'm just fact check. I don't know if it was MERS he said, but I think it was MERS. 4 years for that.
Nah, we better right now.
Are we?
We quicker. We faster. We got technologies.
Nope. 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 I don't think we're that smart. I don't give us that much credit.
I think that we are. I just don't think that we use it the proper way. But that's just me. So it's going to be interesting.
When the healthcare workers, when they start posting that things are better in the hospital, come on outside. We're more relaxed now.
Well,
we're not stressed out. We're not piling bodies on bodies.
That was part of his explanation of the dance.
Right.
Letting out 3 million, seeing if those 3 million are, and I'm just using that as a record. There's 300 million of us. 3 million out there. How many people get sick? How many people die? And how many people are immune? And then go from there. And that would be the dance. It's like, all right, is that too much? Bring it back in. So it was interesting.
Yeah, our president looks like he has great dancing feet. And him I trust.
Man, I don't know if I went on record and said this, but I think that Joe Biden wins the 2020 election. I'm almost sure of it now.
No.
Is he going in with Cuomo, or is he going to stick to
Who's he going with?
No, he said it's definitely going to be a woman. So, and right now I think that they're looking at the woman from Michigan, the governor. I don't know her, so I don't know anything about it. But that's what I just read today.
I don't know, dog.
I think we got another 4 with Trump.
I don't know. I see the machines rolling.
I don't know, man.
They're using them as a throwaway.
Yo, that 1200 didn't do it, bro. That wasn't going to do it, bro. That's why they pushing this shit. That's why they pushing everybody to get back out here. Because that 1200 was never gonna do it, dude. Remember I sent it to the group, right? The old white dude rant about suspending all finance charges as far as your mortgage.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I thought that was a phenomenal idea because he didn't wipe the slate clean. You know, he just said you got a 30-year mortgage. Don't pay for 3 months and throw the 3 months on the back end of the 30-year mortgage. And he's 100% right. Like, I'm on calls and, you know, I'm hearing about the capitalization of my bank and tens of billions of dollars in reserves. Like, can still function and still making money right now, to be honest with you. The banking system is still making money right now. You know, so do we really, I mean, it doesn't look good on the balance sheet. It's not going to report well, but you're not really technically losing any money. Why aren't we doing shit like that? And why is the government not enforcing shit like that? Your car note, nah, you got a 3-month, not a forgiveness, just a 3-month delay, and then we'll put it on the back end. On month 4, we need to start paying that. We're not doing things like that. I think because we didn't institute things like that, I don't think he gets another 4. It's gonna be tough. He just said I've been hearing from hundreds of governors. Really?
There's only 50.
I didn't think
whatever.
Maybe he thought he was talking to senators, some shit like that. Like,
you're talking
House of Representatives, some shit. But I'm like, come on, man.
But you're mentioning things that you're mentioning things about functionality and things that actually work. We didn't vote him in because we wanted things to work.
That part's true too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's voted in because of who he is and because of the machine that he has behind him. There's a machine behind him right now that's getting ordinary people like you and I, hyped up to open up salons and haircuts in supermarkets. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's compound that though. He got voted in because we didn't just do 8 years of this nigga to follow it up with 4 years of some woman. This is a miracle. I'm not doing 12 years of this liberal shit. Right. That's how he got in. Right. But you're right. He's got a powerful base, as big or large or small as they are.
I think the media right now is stronger than ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the media is controlling. Like I got. It's funny because Reem, you sent those series of articles, and you were like, I gotta stop reading the news.
I gotta stop. I gotta
fall back. I felt the same way. Like, a day and a half before then, I spent the day like, let me just catch up, see what's going on.
I need you to watch Love and Hip Hop, man.
Fan,
introduce some racks in your life, bro.
I went too deep. It was too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I gotta stop watching this. And then Reem sent all those articles, and I was like, I know exactly how you feel, man, because the media is ruling how you feel, which is only going to influence policy. Like, everybody's saying this right now. Like, there's a sentiment that's going around where we're being pushed to think maybe in logical terms, not logically holistically, but in logical aspects. Like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. So this whole thing must make sense, type of thing. And because we're forced to think in those fragments, what's going to happen is policy is going to start fluctuating in, and things are going to start to change that are going to, again, continue to affect those that are less fortunate.
And I think, right, like you said, Kaba, I think because people are sitting idle and people want to know what's next, right? Specifically with the coronavirus. And then you have some certain people paying attention to politics, but the people that are not paying attention to politics, I think, I always said this, a lot of people that I be around and the media controls everything, which is kind of true, but we have the ability to make our own media, quote unquote.
Growing pains.
And we don't, right? And so it's like the machine, right? The machine. But just think about all those people who don't vote, that are sitting down right now, that are not paying attention. Not you, Alex. You're very conscious. But there's people that I got a ton of young boys who could give a fuck about voting or going to vote or registering to vote, and not understanding how politics influences and dictates a lot of their lives, because some of them have criminal records, right, and things like that. And so this is a time where we could create media to influence those individuals to get out there and vote. Whoever they vote for is whoever they vote for, but at least create media so that way, or content, so that way they are influenced to say, I need to get involved in the political process. And I think we do enough of that. And I think some points we just sit back and we become complacent and just continue to blame the machine and the media that's already, the content that's already pushed out there.
Well, to that point, Bob, I would say that I think it's happening in this quarantine period where maybe the focus right now isn't about the political agenda of things and just understanding societal constraints or anything like that. But if I just take the Diddy Dance-a-thon, or if I take the verses, the battles, there's something to be said about the power of numbers and the ability for us to congregate like that with one focus in mind.
Then he said it. He said, look what we did.
Right. And just seeing it is like, all right, so I don't know when or who's going to be the catalyst that changes it from a musical battle to the importance of voting, or because it has to be somebody specific, right? It's not going to be somebody that people don't gravitate to. So we have to be very selective of who that person is. But seeing the amount of people, all there, one focus, one energy, it should crash a whole system. Why wouldn't it be able to crash our political system, or at least impact it enough? He made a statement on his dance-a-thon. He was talking to, I can't remember the actor. But he was saying, he was like, you know, the actor mentioned Joe Biden. He was like, nah, hold on, bro. We ain't just giving Joe Biden our vote. You're not just endorsing him. He gotta come to the table with a fucking agenda for Black people. And seeing that we can congregate like that on Instagram, I think is more reason for anyone who's running for presidency to make sure they got an agenda for us. But you're right, we got to do our part.
Just look at The Last Dance, right? Now, all of a sudden, people, not to say that people wasn't saying Jordan wasn't the GOAT, but all of a sudden now a lot of people are coming out of the woodworks, right? Because they got to sit back and get educated on a lot of things that we didn't know about the Bulls and what they were going through. Was captivating to a lot of people.
Right. He's still number 2. Leon!
Did they show his involvement with the mob?
Not yet.
I don't think it's going to be in there. The way this is going, I don't think that's in there.
Is this praising Michael Jordan?
It's after. I think it's after, though. They're talking about the after. Yeah.
But is this less praise the great?
Honestly, I don't think this is all about Michael Jordan.
I understand there's some Pippen in there, but is this like... there's
an episode about Rodman. There's an episode about Steve Kerr.
Okay.
So this is literally, did you see the first 2 episodes? So
I watched the first 5 minutes.
Jackson actually had a playbook or a booklet when he signed his last contract with the Bulls, and when he went into the locker room, it says Last Dance on it.
Damn.
I think this is more about the Bulls and what they went through in that last year of Phil's contract, and the last year they won the championship and what the team went through. I'm pretty sure a lot of it is about Mike, but I don't think this is solely about Michael Jordan.
Gotcha.
I feel like I don't know if it's true or not, and the sports world, I have to forgive me. I haven't watched it. I don't know, bro. Too busy here trying on head scars. But they said that Jordan had this footage for decades, but didn't decide to do the actual documentary for it until when LeBron opened a school or some shit like that. It's getting too popular.
He said,
LeBron getting too big.
He said,
let me go ahead and remind him. What's going on, bro?
Alex is so like, fuck that nigga.
At least he had a mask on this time. I call that improvement.
Nah, there was some things I learned by watching the first 2 episodes that I didn't know. I didn't know Jordan was ever on a minute restriction.
I didn't know that. I didn't watch it, so you're gonna have to inform
14 minutes a game. When he got hurt, when he hurt his ankle.
That's right. This is 97, 98. This is like
This is third season. This is third or second season in.
Oh shit.
This is like 87. Right? The productivity he had in 14 minutes, unmatched.
Again.
Unmatched.
Playing against plumbers.
I saw somebody say that.
So
playing against car dealers.
So I don't agree. I don't disagree with that, right? I believe LeBron has played against better talent, right? And so I just don't. I'm done with the comparisons because both of them are not similar in any way. 2 different players, but if we're being honest about talent, that LeBron's played against better talent than Jordan has. But to speak to Jordan's ability and gifts, he was so much better than everybody.
100%. 100%.
So much
the
better.
best player of his time, 100%. Not
Almost
even
like Will. Like
in all sport, across all sports. I wouldn't even limit it to. It's like him. I think Gretzky I got in there. Yeah, I'm trying to think about that time.
Bo Jackson, no.
Bo Jackson didn't last long enough. He was the greatest athlete, but he didn't have the accolades. Like
Deion?
him, Gretzky,
Deion Sanders?
prime time you could put in there, but like
just so much better than everybody. Like, just think about the next person that was comparable to Jordan was in the West, and that was Clyde Drexler, and he was so much better than him. And they was calling Clyde Drexler the Jordan of the West.
Wow.
Guess whose career got killed because they called him Baby Jordan? Like, that was
Eddie Jones.
No, that was literally his name in college. Harold Miner.
He had a good dunk though.
That was it. That was his highlight.
Nah, Harold Miner had some time.
No, but that was his name.
He had a few,
His name was Baby Jordan.
but you can't do that. I feel like Jordan crushed that shit. I feel like that's the type of nigga I hire Jordan to be. Is like, because that's the best thing that happened out of this for me. Because I didn't see the documentary yet. Is that all of the celebrities come out now and tell their Jordan story? And what's the name was telling his story? It was a Chameleonaire.
I see.
Yeah, riding dirty. He tells a story about how he bid $7,000 for a Jordan jersey, and he saw Jordan, and he walked up to him, approached him, and asked him if he could sign the jersey, and Jordan was like, "Yeah, nah, can I get a picture and sign the jersey?" He's like, "Yeah, nah, I don't do pictures." He said, "But I just bid $7,000 on the jersey." He said, "I tell you what, you give me $15,000 now, I'll take a picture with you." What the fuck? Kind of ass. And then when you hear his Hall of Fame speech, yeah, Jordan's a dick, bro. Incredible, but he's a dick.
I think if you watch this documentary, you'll get a different side of Jordan. I did the first 2 episodes. He was more humble than people would give him.
Oh,
At least these first 2 episodes.
I'm gonna go.
I'm the complete opposite.
It's called The Last Dance, right?
Yep.
Get my fire stick on the job. I'm
If
too busy
Jordan,
watching that Black as Fuck.
if Jordan ran for president, would y'all vote him in?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
So what that nigga did to the Bobcats?
Drafted Kwame Brown. No.
It made him a billionaire, but like
Because if he drafts Kwame Brown, who's going to be his vice president?
That's true.
I'm all set, brother. Nah, I'm good.
Yo, so keeping on with the sports theme, because I know I just know highlights, so you're gonna have to fill me in. What's going on with this whole Gronkowski and Tom Brady shit?
Go to the Bucks.
What made Gronk leave?
What's the name is? His rights are. Gronk is retired.
But he has a 1-year contract left. He still has a year left in his contract with the Patriots.
He still had a year left.
So if he would have come back to football, he would have had to play for the Patriots until they traded him to his rights to.
So they traded his year to Tampa Bay, and then did he increase his year?
No, he hasn't even decided if he's coming back to football or not. This is just in case he does.
Yeah.
If he does, you're looking at probably one of the one of the scariest passing offenses in football. If Gronk is 70% of what he was, and they keep the rest of that team together, because they got Mike Evans, they got Goodwin, they have Gronk, and they have OJ Howard.
Just think, Gronk rested for a season, so he's healthy.
Lost weight. We'll see. I think for me, it marked the end of an era. Oh my God. The Patriots fans have no fucking idea what next season looks like. No clue.
Well, neither does anybody else, because we don't even know if there's going to be a season.
Well,
there is.
I know what my shit looking like if the season starts today. You got to remember, you're coming off of like Super Bowl, AFC playoff championship, 12 Super Bowls in 17 years, nucleus. The whole nucleus is boom. except for Bill Belichick and some of the defense. They don't know what they got. They don't have a quarterback right now. They have a quarterback. Whew. So quiet up here. So quiet. Buffalo fans, y'all should be ecstatic.
Oh, no, we got the East. We got the AFC East locked up.
I mean, I wouldn't jump too fast now.
No.
Still been a while.
Yeah.
Y'all made the playoffs this year?
Yes, we did.
Right. This was the first year in, I don't know, our lives.
Mind your business. Right?
I ain't gonna talk about shit. My Cowboys did shit too. But yeah, no. Right now, Cowboy, we ain't got. Wait, the draft is this week. I don't even know how they're doing that. I think the draft is Thursday. I think they're gonna do a virtual draft for the NFL this year. I mean, this Thursday. I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy.
We'll see. I mean,
Yo, I just wanted to say it one more time.
Yeah.
now I see what that
fireworks.
is, bro.
That's fireworks for anybody who's listening. Happy 90th.
90.
90. Honorable mentions.
Damn, it's that time?
It's that time.
I got one.
I didn't even tell you guys how I was on shrooms this Saturday and I sent my first dick pic. Dog, why am I doing shit at 37 that I should be doing in my 20s?
Wait. yo. We're not fast forward. We're going 97, Kava. We're not going 97
What?
here. I think that just started with shrooms.
What?
Zoom or shroom?
Shrooms,
What?
bam.
Where'd you go?
I was home.
No, but where'd you go?
You know what? I didn't go where I wanted to go. Apparently, the dosage has to be a lot higher than what I'm taking.
Okay.
What do you have, like a fungus farm? What? In a quarantine. How are you going outside with this outfit on? I look like I'm on shrooms. I don't know what you're doing. We'll talk about that offline. Offline.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was an interesting thing. It was interesting.
Were you in a positive mood before you ate them?
Yes, I made sure of that.
Stayed in a positive mood.
And it wasn't just me. There was other people here, self-quarantining together. So I don't want to say names because I don't want them. I don't know if they want to be known.
Niggas got futures.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I don't, so I don't care. But no, it was interesting. I think that not advocating that everybody should do it, but everybody should at least try it.
Huh.
It was interesting.
No, I'm all set.
Psychedelic, huh?
It was interesting.
I thought I was
I felt like I was like something was trying to like lift me up. Like it was trying to take craziest fucking thing. I went through phases. At one point, I thought I was God.
Yes.
Fam.
Oh, God.
Fam.
Where is the footage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that big
How long
thing.
were
I'm
you in
okay with that. I don't know
How
what
long
that
were
was.
you going for?
Shit takes 6 hours.
You were gone for 6 hours?
It takes 6 hours for that shit to get out of your system.
Damn.
Shit.
And I thought we had the starter pack. It didn't do enough, so I had to take another dose. And then I was like, this is when we
How do you create a starter pack? Like, what's the doses of a starter pack?
Somebody knows. I don't know. I just follow what somebody else knows.
I don't want none of it.
A starter pack. I don't know. I feel like I'd sign up for a starter pack.
Yeah. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was terrified. I was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck's about to happen.
You know the address. Send some starter packs.
I want to know what it looks like. Does it have the S with the star on it? Like,
Yeah,
like what does it look like? What's a starter pack?
Skull and bones and shit.
I mean, is it like the whole thing, or is it chopped up like like minced garlic? Like what's it?
It looks like a fucking mushroom.
Like the slices?
Yeah.
How many slices in a starter pack?
Well, I think I was 0.8 ounces. Ounces? Ounces. Sounds about right.
What?
Grams. I'm sorry, grams.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely would have been naming that shit.
He said almost an ounce of it. Shit.
No, yeah. So it was interesting, man. It was
All right,
interesting.
yeah. That definitely sounds like the first outside.
I would have started off
party.
with this. I would have started off with this, but I thought we only had 40 minutes, so I was like, all right, let's get to the shits.
This is the
we're gonna have to talk about this on a live. There's gonna be a live Shroom podcast, and I know Bub may not do it with us, but Bub can supervise. Bub will supervise.
Look, it's Wednesday. Megatron's with his mom. You're in. I'm in the crib.
Yeah, we doing it. We doing it. Which I got honorable mention.
I got one. I'll start with WCF. One of our former guests.
What the hell?
It's out right now.
No, you broke up. I didn't hear you.
Hil Holla's video song out called WCF. Right, it's out right now.
Shouts to Hil Holla.
Off the hill.
Yo, didn't you have a live to do? But you had a live, Bob.
Oh no, I had a 4-hour Zoom call thrown on my calendar yesterday. So I couldn't do it with Cam. So we're gonna go next week, next Tuesday.
Fire.
I am got Ricky Lito in the works. He's down to do it. He's worth a no lie. I just watched a couple documentaries on some basketball players. I think Ricky Lito has a story worth telling to be documented on some type of platform. But yeah.
He didn't trip like Sebastian Telfair, did he? He didn't go that wild. I don't know enough about him.
Nah, I mean, just think about Providence historically. There's Bonds, and then there's Ricky Lito. And if you think about that gap of time, they're the only two guys from Providence who have been drafted to the NBA.
That's fire. Ricky Lito. I'd like to hear more. Yeah, I can jump.
Oh, go ahead.
My honorable mention is this documentary called How to Fix a Drug Scandal.
I've been meaning to look that one up.
Yo.
Somebody from Rhode Island.
This is from Massachusetts.
No, the person's from Rhode Island.
No, she did. When they moved here, they lived in Rhode Island first. And then she went to school up there. And she's Amherst and one in Amherst, one in Boston, 2 medical labs.
She played football. Like she played football.
Female football, only female football. The first female football player in Rhode Island.
Played with the boys.
Yep, to play with the boys.
Netflix.
2 chemists from 2 different worlds, both assigned with testing narcotic cases and testing the drugs and verifying that they are in fact narcotics. And you just go into this documentary. It's a 5-part documentary. I just finished 3. But bro, it really did show a lot of vulnerability into the whole, the criminal justice system. The fact that we rely on these chemists who aren't regulated or don't have any specific requirements as far as how they test, because without giving all of it up, in one case, one is hooked on drugs. In another case, another is just mass testing, like not just blindly filling it out. Just, looks like Coke. And we're talking about tens and thousands of cases where people have been convicted based on the findings in the laboratory, or pled out based on the findings in the laboratory, and come to find out that they weren't tested at all. So yeah, I'm just getting into it, but the fact that it's this close to home, and it just shows the vulnerabilities of the criminal justice system and the reliance. Well, I'm assuming things have changed since 2013 to 2015, but yeah, that shit was crazy. We're talking about, between the both of them, 20 years of testing. Just fucking people up. Go to jail. Looked like Coke said it was Coke. But yeah, it's called How to Fix a Drug Scandal. Netflix.
I want to go? I'll go. I'm going to go D Smooth. D Smooth dropped his TV, episode 1. It's on YouTube. I checked it out. Check it out. Be smooth.
Dope.
Is that the ad in YouTube? You just D Smooth?
Shit, what the hell? Yeah.
Is it just D? Is it DEE? Is it D?
World Premiere. I'm sorry, my bad. World Premiere TV.
World Premiere TV. Another former guest. Shout out to
Yep.
OG.
Yeah, shout out to D Smooth. Mine is Black Thought of the Roots. He did a Tiny Desk concert from home.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, man. It's a pretty dope little concert. He did it from his house. He broke some new music, and he broke that he's working on like a Broadway play, and he broke some new music from that Broadway play, and it was pretty dope too. So check it out.
It wasn't no band.
It wasn't no band. He was playing the instrumentals off of his phone,
Okay.
and then he was rapping to the instrumental. So he'll tell you a nice little story before the song that he's about to play. And
I
then
gotta check it out.
it was pretty dope. It was only about, I think it was only about 20 minutes, 4 or 5 songs or whatever. But it was pretty dope. Black Thought of the Roots, Tiny Desk concert from home.
So it's just quietly crept up my list of greatest MCs of all time. I didn't give him enough respect in my teenage years, my early 20s, but Black Thought is a monster.
It is.
Episode 90, fellas, we did it.
Novente! Is it day or ta? Noventa, novente.
Da.
Ta, noventa. Ha!
I want to do my 10 round.
yes, you guys are a gift. You guys are special.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here with you all.
Yeah. Hopefully we're in person for the next one and for the 100.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping in person for the 100 too, man.
It's just supposed to be
Let's
live.
go outside first. Hey, look, let's set up that shroom thing. I need to start that. we can do that one quarantine.
Reem's like shrooms first.
Yo, I gotta take the glass off the table, bro. I gotta baby proof my house for me.
For 6 hours.
6 hours. Yo, at some point I was like, yo, get the fuck out. That's it. I had enough. 6 hours.
Damn.
You had enough being God? I feel like I could never.
I had to tone it down. I didn't like me trying to be God, so I had to tone myself down. Like, yo, cut that shit out.
When you say you trying to be God, well, you like standing over a glass of water, waiting for it to turn.
No, I just felt the presence. I was like, yo, I'm so much better than people. It's like crazy. So
Shit.
Yeah,
narcissistic. God from Into
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
No.
Shit.
No.
Yes, let's do the shrooms. I want to see that, Alex. I want to see that, Alex.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it.
No, that's funny.
We're
You had a
definitely
God complex. God never said I'm better than y'all in the Bible.
I feel like he said he thinks it. So, you know.
It's
That is
implied.
funny.
It was good.
Yo, y'all know what to do, man. Like, follow, comment, share, talk your shit. And
Be safe.
huh?
Please stay informed before you run outside.
Be safe.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, give me 6 feet. And if I haven't seen you, give me 14 days.
Almost like this. Like,
yeah, fuck that. Yeah, we out.
Fellas, be safe. We out.
Sure.
Peace.